Five, four, three, two, one. Tactical 16 radio. Fire in the hole! With Silent J.
Hi, everybody. This is Tactical 16 Radio, and I am Silent J. And the call-in number, once I get to it, is 602-399-7787. You are listening to this show courtesy of vetsonmedia.com. Go to vetsonmedia.com for all of your radio listening pleasure online. Okay, so go to vetsonmedia.com, and if you look at the show listing, you will see that the shows here have a wide variety of topics. Sometimes we talk about veteran stuff. Sometimes we talk about music. Other times we talk about wrestling and politics and society and things like medical marijuana and deployments and PTSD and all sorts of different things. So each show has its own little talking points, so to speak. So with that being said, we can clear up any commotion that is going on right now on the Facebook page. And I want you to enjoy this show, okay? If you like wrestling, the next show is good for you. If you like a little bit of everything and anything, this show is good for you. If you like two girls squawking, then No Limits Radio is good for you. If you like sports, listen to JD's Rockin' Sports Show. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Okay. And also, the show is brought to you by tactical16.com. Go to tactical16.com for all of your veteran reading pleasure. Okay. It's we publish books written by veteran authors and military brats, Army brats, things like that, and all sorts of different stuff. And, you know, it's so good. You like to blow snot around. And with me tonight, again, is my other half, Andrea. Hi, Andrea.
Hello. Can you please turn my headphones down? You're going to blow my eardrums out.
No, I can't. There. Is that better for you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So, anyway, what is going on in the world today? A lot of stuff. The Supreme Court is ruling on same-sex marriage, universal same-sex marriage. I don't think it'll pass, just from reading the opinions of each Supreme Court justice. It's not that they want it passed or don't want it passed. They're looking at the legal ramifications of it passing. And
if it doesn't pass, I'm going to riot.
Yeah. Burn down Buffalo?
I'm going to burn down Spot Coffee.
Oh, okay. You're not the only one.
Elmwood Village will be no more.
Yeah. Destroy Allentown.
Because that's what you do.
Yes. You right.
That's what you do to make change happen.
Yes.
You riot.
Anytime there is a social injustice or a perceived social injustice, the first thing I like to do is
beat me.
Well, yeah.
Every time I disagree.
Yeah, and other than that, the other thing I'd like to do is throw garbage cans at people passing by.
Cinder blocks at fire trucks.
Hope and change. I hope to change you if I hit you in the head with a cinder block. Sometimes people need that, though. Sometimes I think there are some people out there that need a good chunk of cinder block upside the head to set them right, or set them on a different path of righteousness. Other times, I think it's overkill.
Works for you.
Yeah. You still got that bump? So, yeah, we're also talking about the riots in Baltimore, which is it's I don't know.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right. I don't really particularly care for Baltimore. So, on surface level of it, I'm fine with it. I don't like their football team. I don't like their baseball team. And, I'm not that big into soft shell crab. So I'm fine with Baltimore being wiped out. But
It makes for an easy deployment if you're the National Guard.
well, yeah, some people already come prepared to walk around in uniform in Baltimore. There was a bit of controversy this weekend, and last night I was called a piece of shit.
It wasn't me this time.
Well, I know, but it was your fake screen name. We posted. Where did that come from, by the way? That's hanging outside.
It's the bee trap I bought today.
Oh,
I hear they really work. But I had to nail the nail into the shingles. So I figured it's probably a good thing I did it now, because if there was bees in there, they'd probably all come out and kill me.
oh. They're not alive yet?
I haven't seen any. I've seen one.
It's too cold here for bees. Bees aren't stupid. They're smart.
Yeah, they're smart. They live next to our door and above our bathroom.
They're really smart. I don't know about being next to the bathroom. I don't want to be next to the bathroom when you go in there. We have a fan in the audience right now listening, and she is laughing and smirking at the events transpiring on this wonderful show. I'm not really feeling this show today. I'm not really in show mode, I guess.
I might stink up the bathroom, but at least I don't fart at work and get called out on it.
I don't work. I go to school, and I work at a bar, so I'm allowed to fart there because everybody's drunk.
I'm excited for Friday.
What's Friday?
Invite a bunch of coworkers out to your bar.
Oh, nice. Yes. If you live in the greater Buffalo area, I will be working at Maddie's Bar in Elma, New York. It's right off the 400 in Elma, New York. That's spelled ELMA. Elma, New York.
You're so SMRT.
I am. And there's no cover charge, but what you will need is about $10 each person to tip me, because last week was it was an off night. It was an off day for tips. I worked during the day and I didn't make a lot of money.
Did you think I didn't see you do that?
So, and you could be doing something like this, like drinking really crappy beer.
That's good beer.
It's not good beer. It's not a fine Pilsner beer. Miller Lite. It's not a good beer. When you went to the store the other day, I said, get beer, just don't get a pissy beer. And you said Miller Lite. And,
Well, next time I'll get Bud Light.
I did. I singled out Bud Light. I said nothing like Bud Light. So you get something even worse on the food chain. Miller Lite. I was thinking maybe something like a nice Sierra Nevada IPA.
I would need more singles to pay for that.
I need more people to tip me to pay for that. What are you eating over there? Candy?
She went up to her Easter basket like I'm blind because I have headphones on.
My spawn is taking full advantage of people being tied down with microphones and headphones, and is pillaging her Easter basket. She might be the only kid left with candy in her Easter basket still. And Halloween. Because you couldn't reach that stuff.
No, Halloween's gone. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
Threw it away. It's stale.
Threw it away about a month ago.
But it's stale. That's the thing. It's not good. Anyway, let's sweeten this show up, shall we? What do you think, Andrea, is the one positive to come out of the riots in Baltimore? If there is a positive.
Free toilet paper.
Yes. This is one thing I noticed. I mean, out of the handful of...
I think the best thing is that since there's all the riots, we don't have to actually watch the peaceful protesters. It gives us more to watch on TV.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. For me, like when you watch somebody riot, on TV. It's just like, what are you doing? It's so stupid. Like, here's the thing: majority of the individuals that are rioting are black. That's just the actual demographics, the actual breakdown of the majority of the rioters. Now, if I was rioting, let's say, and I was in Orchard Park, New York, rioting, if I lived in Orchard Park, New York, and I want to riot, I am not going to riot where I live. I'm not going to go to Orchard Park and riot. I would go to, like, say, South Buffalo to hammer down those dirty, disgusting Irishmen, or maybe West Seneca, or not East Aurora. I like their bar. Williamsville, definitely.
Good looting up there.
Yes.
Great looting.
Very good looting, because
you could steal your little spa water toy thing.
I would take the entire float tank from the Silver Spa Essence. That's what I would do. I would find a way. But there's guys and girls rioting in Baltimore, and I see it would be a dumb shopping list to go to the store and buy that stuff, like Pringles, tampons, toilet paper, and hats.
Yeah, but tampons are expensive. I gotta make sure I got a coupon every time I go get them.
Wouldn't your time be scared away with a riot, or would it just keep going?
No, I don't think it affects it.
I think it does. Stress.
I wish it did.
Stress, maybe.
If anything, stress would like make it last 5 days longer.
God, that's when I would riot. I'd hit you in the head with the first thing I would do.
You could never riot.
List the 3 things. The first thing I would do would hit you in the head with a cinder block. The second thing I would do would be to hit you in the head with a cinder block. And third, I would hit you in the head with a cinder block again, just for safe measures.
Because you can't run fast enough.
I can run fast enough. I could outrun you.
That's why you could never riot, because you'd never be able to run.
Why? I could run. I'm fast.
Not with those knees.
No, I'm fast. Trust me. Like on a PT test, I find the strength in me to do pretty damn good.
Well, yeah, PT test. That's not when cops are chasing after you and dogs.
That's 2 miles, though. If anybody's
at a steady pace, not a sprint.
Listen, if anybody's chasing after you, they're not going to keep. The cops won't even continue to pursue you if you run for 2 miles. They're going to give up after about, I would say, educated guess would be a half mile.
If you were going to riot, you better make sure you have a scooter to get away on.
If I'm riding,
you could call up the scooter gang and be like, hey guys, need some backup.
Listen, if I'm riding, I'm taking a scooter. I'm going to find a child that's on a scooter, and I'm going to clothesline them like I was like JBL or Kane or something like that. And I would have a little scooter. Hopefully it's got a bell and it's got the sparks that fly out of the back. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to make it worth my while. So that's what I would do. And I would take their helmet too, so I'm safe. So the cops won't pull me over because I don't have I'm not on a scooter without a helmet. So.
And then you could claim some other I swear I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, why don't
this is why I wear my helmet?
Why don't rioters do that? Why don't rioters like
claim insanity?
No, well, you got to be a little insane to destroy your own
I don't understand
neighborhood.
I don't know why they do it.
But
I wish somebody would call in to tell us the benefits of burning down your own city to make a point.
Well, it depends on what city it is.
Any city.
If
it's Ferguson,
no,
Baltimore, Los Angeles,
LA, I would.
They had riots.
Yeah, they did a long time ago.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do you think a city, a suitable city would be to riot in, just for the sake of burning it down?
Population less than 500.
No, that's not a city. It's a village. I would say
Wausau,
Wisconsin. Yeah, I would do that.
Monessen, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
All those buildings are empty anyways.
Pittsburgh, I'd ride in Pittsburgh.
But they got some nice parts. They got some good spots.
Yeah, I'd leave. What is it? Squirrel Hill?
Yeah.
Is that it? I'd leave that alone. In Oakland, that
Yeah.
was like the cool part. I would definitely burn down the area by what is it? The Liberty Tunnel? Is that the Liberty Tunnel or what?
Yeah.
Was the name? Right there, just to make the flow of traffic easier. As sirens are going off, I think people are writing now. I'm
Look
saying,
what you've caused.
what's a garbage city that I've been to that could stand a good riot?
Gary, Indiana.
Yeah, definitely. Chicago, I'm fine with Chicago.
Detroit. How is Detroit not like I know they have in the past, but how have they not lately?
Wait, there's nobody. For one, all the buildings are already
Burned down.
burned down, and two, nobody lives there. So I don't think you would have a productive riot in Detroit.
What about Phoenix? I go to the Vets on building. That would be a good one.
Remember?
Well,
you know what? Miami. I'd ride in Miami. I'd burn that
Right.
down. I'd burn Miami down.
get stabbed.
That's Liberty City. Or Miami. Was it Miami Hills?
Well, I really don't think there's any good city to burn down.
Yeah, there is. I just named one. Miami. Gary, Indiana. You named
Gary,
one.
Indiana. Yes.
Chicago.
No.
Yeah. All right.
Certain parts.
Name
but
it. No, all
How
of
are
it.
you gonna? How are you gonna burn down a skyscraper?
Well,
during a
according
riot?
to Jesse Ventura, somebody burnt down the World Trade Towers. That it wasn't really a plane.
Even if it wasn't a plane, that's
It was.
not
It was the
riot.
paint.
It's not a riot.
Well,
That is strategically planned cover up.
yeah. What kind of paint? It was what kind of carcinogenic paint? That's why the buildings burnt down. That's why the towers burnt down and collapsed. Was the carcinogenic paint? Wasn't the fact that there was like thousands and thousands of gallons of jet fuel burning and heavy structural damage.
I really don't get it though. I want to know. I want somebody to tell me why it's a good idea.
Sacramento, Albany, New York. Nothing good has ever come out of Albany, New York. I mean, really, think about it.
They have protests all the time in Wisconsin, in Madison.
You have lame protests. You have Midwestern protests where everybody
The Midwest is the backbone of this country.
No, the hell it is. It's the armpit of this country.
That is not true.
It is positively true.
I just heard a thing on NPR the other day how they're not teaching Midwest history in history classes anymore.
Well,
And they should be.
why? Give me something of historical significance that came out of the Midwest.
Except I laughed when they were like,
Other than
oh,
El
they didn't
Capone.
even say Wisconsin though.
Because that's part of Canada.
No, it's
It's like a testicle hair of Canada. Really, this historical significance of the Midwest is what?
Let's see. Ohio's part of the Midwest.
Yeah, they suck though.
So what's his face?
Jerry-
Rockefeller.
Jerry Springer.
Rockefeller's from the Midwest.
Oh, great. Exxon. Awesome.
They built this country.
They're from California. I mean, the Northeast, New England, and the Atlantic region, Revolutionary War, the War of 1812.
Well, those wars prove why rioting is beneficial.
I don't. Oh yeah, true. What are you doing?
I'm picking pubes out of your switchboard. Oh, it's disgusting.
Soundboard. That's not it. Well, I don't know what that is. Ew, it's not mine. That might be a nose hair.
Ew.
That looks like it had the. It looks like it was a nose hair, but historically speaking, I mean,
They don't riot in England.
yeah, they do.
Riot?
Yeah.
Burn down cities?
Yeah. You ever watch Braveheart?
I'm saying now.
Why would you riot there?
I'm sure they got problems. I'm sure they got people being killed.
They have a king and queen.
The monarch is
Or
not
they have a queen.
the law of the land, though, anymore.
You say that until Queen Elizabeth starts chopping off heads.
She's too busy waiting for she's too busy waiting for her the royal baby to be born. If I was there, I would totally be waiting outside of that hospital
Yeah, I didn't even know she was pregnant.
with a fake awesome painting. You know who else is pregnant? Daphne Oz is pregnant again. She's
Who?
just popping them out.
Who?
Daphne Oz.
Who's that?
Dr. Oz's daughter. She's on the Chew.
Dr. Oz. Who's
She's on the Chew, the blonde one on the Chew.
really?
Yeah, she's pregnant again.
I don't. What's the Chew?
You watch the Chew.
No, I've watched.
Yes, it's on
The Taste.
midday.
I've never watched it.
They has the cook with the Crocs.
Oh,
The
I've
black
seen
lady.
it. I've not watched it. Dr. Oz's daughter's
Daughter.
black.
No, she's the. Yes. And his wife is Korean.
That's a magical family. He asked the wizard, "I want to have a racially diverse family." No.
Here you go.
There you go.
Bippity boppity boo.
Isn't he kind of a quack though, Dr.
Oh,
Oz?
yeah. To say the least.
He's
He
not
should-
on the doctors, is he?
No.
He's got his own show?
Yeah.
Called Dr. Oz? Is he
No,
like the
it's
Dr.
called Dr. Shivago.
I hate that movie. That's the worst movie ever made.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's horrible. So stupid. I hate musicals.
It's a musical?
I think. Yeah. It's a musical. It's like Fiddler on the Roof, but for dumb Russians.
Mm.
Musicals are dumb. You know what a musical is? It's for writer, someone who does like screenplays, and stuff like that, and is lazy. Like, I really don't have any good dialogue, so I'll just stick a song in here.
They need to make more Disney movies with singing. What are the best songs?
They all have singing.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Holding. Would you like me to sing some holding music?
Wilson Phillips.
I don't know who that is.
What? Wilson Phillips?
Nope.
Something like "Hold On to One More Day." I don't know the rest of the words. It was the two skinny girls and the fat girl. And then the
Mamas
fat
and the
girl.
Papas?
No, but they're related to one of the mamas and the papas. Like a couple of them. One girl, like Wilson is Brian Wilson's daughter or something, one of the Beach Boys. And then the other two, Phillips, I think one of their parents was in the Mamas and the Papas. And it was two skinny girls and a fat girl. This was in they were really big in the early and mid 90s. And then the fat one lost just enough weight to be in Playboy in the late 90s. And then she got big again because that rubber band snapped. Because she took that Playboy money and she went to the Sizzler. All you can eat popcorn, shrimp, and steak.
We got sick at the Sizzler once.
You got sick of the Sizzler?
Sick
Oh.
at the Sizzler.
Yeah,
And then it was closed down.
that's why. Did you hear what happened with the guy from Bumblebee Tuna?
No.
A guy, maintenance tech for one of the factories, was, I don't know, I think he was accidentally locked in the oven he was working on, and they cooked him to death
Oh my God.
with tuna. Yeah, it was
Ew.
in a vat of tuna. So they turned it on. He was cooked to death. It's just going to be there's some people.
Is that why they recalled the tuna?
Yeah, I was in the cafeteria today at school, and they're like, "Do you have any Bumblebee tuna?" This just happened. I don't think it's a normal occurrence. That they cook people at Bumblebee Tuna. It just happened 2 days ago or yesterday, and they're taking all the Bumblebee Tuna off the shelf. I would say, okay, from yesterday on, for
Well,
the
if they
next
cook
week,
people, what else do they cook in there?
everybody knows that there's a lot of gross parts in tuna.
Maybe they cooked him because he was throwing rats in there.
Mm,
And they were like, dude.
Or he was
you
going to tell
have to
everybody
go.
what the secret recipe was.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're going to make an exception. Usually we cook the landscapers, but you are going to be the exception.
I'm up.
What about if his name was Bumblebee? Or he dressed up like the guy from The Simpsons, the Mexican bee?
My dad used to have a Simpsons game.
For Nintendo?
No, it was a board game.
They made a board game for The Simpsons?
Yeah, we never played because we weren't good at it.
It's kind of like the Star Wars game you bought.
No.
Who is that?
Wisconsin number.
Hmm.
I don't know you. Don't call me.
You got a phone call earlier today about your insurance claim.
Oh, yes.
You want to talk about that?
Hello? Is Andrea there? This is. I'm just calling in regards to your. I can't even do the accent. In regards to your auto insurance quote you had done with us. I said, nope, I never did a auto insurance quote with you. And then he hung up.
Can you imagine that guy was like, oh man, I think I could make a sale on this.
Right.
I
Oh, no, I swear you did.
I almost accidentally bought one of those stupid scams one
serious?
time. I had somebody call up, oh, your warranty's set to expire in your car. And this is when I had my Monty, like a long time ago.
Was it actually, or did you not know? So you just believed him?
No, it was actually expiring. I'm like, oh, okay. And so he's talking to me. I'm like, yeah, I'll sign up. How much is it? They're like, oh, it's this. It was like $1,200, $1,500, something like that for the extended warranty. I'm like, okay, and do that. And then I grabbed the paperwork for my car, and this guy's information did not add up. He said that my my warranty was set to expire in like a few months, and my warranty for my car had already expired. So, but yeah, I almost got hoodwinked. And we got the dog under us again. But yeah, going back to the Baltimore thing, that's what we got started on. No. Attempt to collect the debt.
Oh, stop it. It's a waste of your time, people.
But going back to Baltimore, like I heard, and there's a rumor going on that the guy who died in police custody had neck and spinal surgery like 2 weeks ago, and was receiving like a large settlement or a claim or something like that, and which could explain if he wasn't like beat up or manhandled by the police. It doesn't really answer the question of why he was arrested. But what about if if it was a simple accident, like he fell inside the paddy wagon and re-injured his spine? Because you broke your
That could not be it. We would not riot and burn down a city if that had happened.
well, you broke a bone in your spine last
Because
year.
I stepped on a crack.
Did it break your mama's back?
Broke my back.
I was gonna say, let's go find a couple cracks. Stop on them. No, but what did the doctor say when you broke your bone in your spine?
I couldn't lift anything over like 15 pounds.
For how long?
Like a month and a half. 2 months.
And what about like physical activities? Like, did they say you to take it easy for a while?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if yours, and you didn't require any surgery, right?
I plead the fifth.
You didn't require any surgery. Whereas this guy supposedly did have surgery.
Where was his mama? That's what I want to know.
Somebody stepped on a crack. But the fact that this person may have had surgery, which means he realistically could have been on a even more of a restricted, what am I trying to say?
His physical activity was restricted.
Yeah, even more to where the point of having your handcuffs behind your back and thrown into a paddy wagon probably
But
wasn't.
then you're saying that it's the cops' fault since they handcuffed him.
Well, that's what cops do when they arrest you. They handcuff you.
Well, you're not supposed to be running probably either after a back surgery.
Or riding a
So
bike.
the fact that he was running.
Yeah. Well, that's the
Or
thing. It's
whatever.
like, okay, I could see something like involuntary manslaughter, because it is a homicide case, regardless of how it happened. A homicide just means somebody died. And involuntary manslaughter means you inadvertently were part of,
Because
a
you
cause.
threw him in the back of the pit.
Well, yeah, you were part of a reason on why somebody died in this homicide. So I could see something like an involuntary manslaughter, which, like I said, that's something, it's a lot different than like intentional, premeditated murder or murder. Now I could see, like, if the autopsy comes out and this guy's got boot marks all over his back, or black and blue marks everywhere from being beat up, that's one thing. But if it's just like a clean break or a clean fracture in his spine and really no external damage, in terms of like, signs of a beating, then, I mean, everything was overblown again. I think,
Well, it is already anyways.
yeah. And that's the thing. You look at like some of the bigger cases over the last handful of years, the Trayvon Martin thing. I think George Zimmerman should be in jail right now. Maybe not for killing him, but for letting a 16-year-old get an upper hand on you to the point to where you needed a gun. Because seriously, that guy is a 30-something-year-old man. And he's getting, the crap kicked out of him by was he 16? By a 16-year-old kid. I mean, so that right there, he should be in jail for just being a pussy. Ferguson, I think.
Michael Brown. That was his name.
Yeah. I tend to believe that was the right call. Just from what I saw, what I read.
Well,
Things of
yeah,
that
but
nature.
that guy's life is ruined.
Yeah, I know that. But then you look at the case in South Carolina, complete in total, where the cop was filmed shooting a guy in the back. Yeah, that cop should be
No, yeah, it was bogus.
in jail for the rest of his life. Even the Eric Gardner case in New York, where the guy.
But where was the riots for the guy that got shot in the back?
There were none.
Why not?
I don't know.
If the reason they're rioting is because of the injustice due to police brutality,
it wasn't in.
Why wasn't there a riot?
Al Sharpton was busy that week.
Oh.
You even look at the Eric Gardner case.
Was he down there?
Where? He's down there now. He's down there now.
Oh, of course.
Getting a rally together.
It's like a little buzzer goes off in his head.
Oh yeah, he's
somebody got shot.
Yep. Well, then
you get down there.
You look at the Eric Gardner case in New York and Staten Island, where the guy was choked out.
That was legit.
I think that was like, you should not. Here's the thing: you should not be arresting anybody for selling loose cigarettes. It's just, I think it's a waste of time for the cop.
They don't even do that on Skid Row.
Yeah, I think it's just that's something like that is so stupid. Like,
what is she doing there?
Something like that is stupid. That's a waste of police time. And then the fact that you're gonna choke a dude out for that.
Maybe he wanted one and he wouldn't sell him one.
And that something. I just think
this world is turning into a crapshoot.
Here's the things. There was protests in New York after the Eric Gardner case. Whatever.
Peaceful protests.
It was, for the most part, it was fairly peaceful. There was a little, New
York City did not burn to the ground.
No.
It wasn't like that that movie with what's his face?
Escape from New York?
Nope. With what's his face?
Warriors?
He's a director.
Well, that's
He's
usually
black.
who makes a movie. Spike Lee?
Yes.
Do the Right Thing?
Yes. That one. I don't know what you're doing.
Spike Lee, Do the Right Thing. No? You never watched that?
I did. I watched it with you. Like the end of it.
The end of it. You didn't see that part. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't know. I've never lived in Baltimore, so I don't know what the climate of the city's like. The unemployment rate is insane.
50%
That's
of
insane.
their population is unemployed.
That right there is stupid.
Well, so I guess if they don't have jobs, they're not going to be the ones repaying to build the city.
Yeah, I mean, I could understand frustration, but I don't know. I just think there's a lot of. I guess there's a big problem in Baltimore. The Wire was based out of Baltimore.
I've never seen that show either.
One of the greatest shows of all time.
So why wouldn't you like go down to the police station and riot instead of going outside your front door?
That makes sense,
right?
I mean, theoretically,
Like, if
that's
you're
what I
gonna
would do.
Let's be smart about it.
If my point of aggravation was at a particular entity, about something, that would be the focal point of my anger or outrage in a riot or a protest, not CVS or Walgreens or a pizza place or a bar or anything like that. Now, I mean, if the pizza place keeps jipping you on pepperoni, yeah, cinder
Riot it
block.
up.
Hell yeah. Especially if they only
Steal
offer
the
black
rest of their
olives.
pepperoni.
Yep. Stop hoarding it.
I have jelly bean.
But it's dumb. And the fact that you're putting yourself at risk, you're putting yourself in danger by going into a building that's burning down,
What I want what
and you're gonna go in there, you're gonna risk your neck for a can of Pringles and
what's the age
toilet paper.
range of these rioters though?
4 to 45.
4 to 45?
Yep. You didn't know that?
No. How is there 4-year-olds rioting?
Well, you don't know. You asked me. Means you don't know at all. I don't know, but I did see a still image of an old guy running out of a what do you call a drugstore with boxes and boxes of Trojans. I thought that was funny. Like
the horse?
Yeah, sure. That guy's a safe rider. Like, here's the thing: if I was gonna ride, the first thing I would do, I would go somewhere and steal a hard hat.
Cigarettes.
Yeah, definitely. Cigarettes, a hard hat, maybe something that could resemble a shield. You know what I mean?
A sled.
Sled, lid of a metal garbage can. Kind of look like a 5-year-old acting like King Arthur in the backyard or something like that. That's what I would do. I would go and get protection, not the protection that guy got. Trojans aren't going to help you in a riot. And who in a riot's like, man,
it was the guy that has like 50 kids.
I'm in the mood.
The one that
is
on welfare.
Who in a
Remember
riot?
That guy?
Yeah, who's got a
maybe he sells them.
Who's got a drive during a riot like that?
Maybe he sells them.
Why? When you could just walk in and like, I know where you're getting your stock from. I too will. I would, if I saw him steal 20 boxes, I'd go steal 20 boxes and I'd undercut him. Like, okay, you're selling the boxes for $2. I'm going to sell it for $1.50 and put you out of business. You can be working for me. Riot Incorporated. That's what I would do. There's a market for that.
I just don't understand what they're.
Hold on. Where's this dumb dog? There's a market for that. Let her go. What are you doing? Let her go. Let it go. Yeah. Moving on. Did you see that the lady from CNN apologized? It really is
again, or did she take it off?
No, she apologized on CNN on the air this time. It really is not the veterans' fault for what's going on in Baltimore.
Well, now who are we going to blame?
I saw there was a lady on CNN last night and said everything that's going on in Baltimore is because veterans coming back from war.
They just want to kill everybody.
I mean, I think you know what it is. I think her father's a director for the VA. She's like, okay, Dad, I'm gonna get some of this heat off of you. I'm gonna put the shine on somebody else.
That or she's a very bitter ex.
Yeah, yeah. Her husband is a 22-year vet, and she's like, I'm gonna get him back. But that lady. That's not the smartest thing to say, you know. And I saw,
I can't believe that didn't blow up bigger.
yeah. Well, there's more things going on in CNN. Like Anderson Cooper came out and said that
He's
media.
gay.
Yeah, he said
Woo!
that the media is partially to blame for all this,
Always.
which is it's refreshing seeing such a big name individual in the news finally come out and say something like that. But Anderson Cooper, I guess, is good at it coming out. So, but I think it's his next contracts. The next time his contract's up is not going to be good. He's like, you know what? I want 3 years at $5 million a piece. And they're going to say, remember that little stunt that you pulled during the riots? We're going to give you 3 years at $1.5 million a piece because you told the truth. You can't let that happen.
Nope.
What do you think? But I applaud him. And Shepard Smith from Fox. He stood up
Well-
against a couple guys on a show. And it's like, okay, it's good to see some sanity.
Saying the
news.
media doesn't blow it up is like saying Al Sharpton is going to show up.
Yeah. It was funny. It's Shepard Smith too on Fox. He came out, not really, and everybody knows it's Shep, but he came out and there were a couple guys on whatever show, I think the 5, and they were saying some pretty disparaging remarks, and he's like, no, that's not true, and it's good to see a couple people stand up and say, the God's honest truth about how media is affecting everything. Hold on.
I don't know where I put it.
What are you trying to do, dog? So, but that's two examples out of 1,000 instances.
It's on top of the fridge. You can't reach it.
What's she looking for? Oh. Yeah, but yeah, it's okay. 2 out of 1,000 stories that day. So, I mean, I don't know how
Well, once they put the curfew in and everybody's mamas came out,
did you see
It ended.
we were talking about that in class today.
the mom,
my
she
production
was
class?
on the news today.
Good for her.
She's actually pretty young looking.
She's got a mean right hook.
She's got 6 kids.
I would beat that kid up too if that was my kid. It was good for her. More moms should be doing that stuff. It was really funny because he went in full like little kid mode. As soon as she tore his hood and mask off, he's like, oh, like the gig's up. I got to go home. Like you're in a riot. You're throwing rocks or setting fire or screaming or whatever. And then all of a sudden your mom shows up and yells at you and smacks you and tells you to get home. She was trying to grab him by the ear, but he had the hood on and she was take that stupid hood off.
Well,
And,
not once did he tell her to shut up.
no, well, because he had a mouthful of knuckles every time. But it was funny at the very end of that tape, he turned around. I've done this too. It's like if you're playing, I remember one instance, I was playing baseball with my friends and I was supposed to be back home earlier. Like say my curfew was 6 o'clock, to come back home. My mom made it like 3 o'clock and we really just started playing baseball at 2. All of a sudden at 3 o'clock, a little bit after 3.
What did you do that gave you a 3 o'clock curfew?
I don't know. It was probably all in somebody's head. But my mom showed up at the baseball diamond and I was like, just one more. I'm up to bat. And she basically did the same thing that this mom in Baltimore did. Started yelling and screaming and hitting me. And I did the same thing where I spun around and for a split second, I was thinking I'm going to go back and I'm going to get my at bat before I go. But then, sense of sanity took over. And when I spun around, I saw how angry my mom was, and I spun right back around and went to the car. And like this kid, when he spun around, you could tell he's like, I could beat her. I could run past her. But then he had that good sense to just turn back around and go home. What is the grounding factor of your mom catching you in a riot? Like, how long are you grounded for?
Curfew's 3:00.
I mean, she's already willing to punch you in the face on national TV.
Oh, if he cleans up his act, he's gonna be like, when he meets his wife. Oh, remember that kid that got beat by his mom during the Baltimore riots? Yeah, that was me.
If he gets married, his best man's gonna bring that up. He's gonna be trying to. Could you imagine this poor kid's Facebook page for everybody that met him? Like the thing about teenage life is ever popularity on social media and stuff like that. I mean, I get made fun of by my friends for dumb stuff on Facebook, and I'm old, and it affects me a little bit. Like when I didn't realize that In the Ghetto was an Elvis song and not an original Cartman song. But then, like this kid, he's basically outed on Facebook for getting beat up by his mom.
Well, he totally can't join the gangsters anymore.
No, and he can't,
all respect has been lost.
Well, that's the thing. What about if he tries to get tough in school on Monday? If someone's making fun of him and he tries to get tough?
Well, you know what they said actually when they interviewed his mom? She's like, yeah, apparently all of his friends kept telling him, dude, man, you gotta be real nice to your mom now. You better get her something good for Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah. He is so... Yeah, Mother's Day's coming up. Now she's just going to take liberties of teeing off on him for any and all reasons. Could you imagine that? He doesn't take the garbage out. She's just going to punch him. He doesn't come
and record it.
And record it. Yeah, she's going to put... You want me to put this on Twitter again? You want the whole world to see you get beat up by mom again? And yeah, it's your turn for that. The Easter basket is now being passed. So you guys have fun with your bloated bellies tonight. So, but could you?
You know what? This gotta be so effective, though.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
gotta be beyond.
He's
effective.
Gonna be the best. He's gonna. You know what? He is
the douchiest kid in school right now.
Yeah,
if he's in school.
But you know what?
Which I'm sure he is if his mom is beating him down.
His chore list. Could you imagine if he was the alpha male tough guy in school? Like, none of the nerds are gonna listen to him anymore. If he says, "Give me your lunch money," they're gonna like, or yeah.
Or what are you gonna call your mom? I'm gonna go call your mom.
Yeah, I'm gonna call your mom. That's gonna be the line. That's gonna be the go-to.
It'd be hilarious. I wish I knew him.
I'm kind of glad I don't know him because I'd make fun of him. And I think it'd be kind of bad. Somebody of my age making fun of somebody at that age.
You already do. Stop it.
Yeah, you're right.
All the time.
Yeah, but I kind of felt bad for that kid. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, I did.
He was participating in illegal activities.
Yes. Well, you know what? I did plenty of that when I was a teenager. But the point is like some of these, I would say a good amount of kids that are rioting or were rioting.
I bet they don't even know what they're doing it for.
They don't even know what they're doing it for. It's just like, okay, if I don't, I'm gonna get made
Rolls.
Free toilet paper.
Tutti Fruities.
What the hell are those?
They're the fruity Tootsie Rolls. Those are the best.
Those are good. I do like those.
Uh-huh.
The what are the really good flavors? Is it cherry or strawberry?
Grape one and I think it's a watermelon actually.
I like the lime. I like the lime. You mix the cherry and the lime together, it tastes good. Yeah. Tastes really good. Man, I wanted to get somebody else's opinion about rioting, but I didn't feel like starting one. Yep. I had somebody last night try to justify rioting to me. and it's not somebody who's lived through it. Like I could understand if you were part of one and like you somehow took something out of it other than toilet paper and Tutti Fruities, and you really took something out of it, and it in a very unique and strange way, you found the positive, you found the light at the end of the tunnel, then I would sit down with somebody like, okay, you were part of a ride and okay, this came on. All right. Okay. I wasn't there. I can't really share that experience. But
It's
when,
like giving your opinion on women's rights, but never having experienced lower wages or other things.
periods.
No, I'm saying as a woman.
Yeah. This is a man's world. This is a man's world.
But
yeah.
what's the rest of the song?
I don't know. I just
You
hone
have
in.
failed.
I hone in on keywords.
Ridiculous.
What?
What's the next subject? I don't want to talk about riots anymore.
What else was I going to say? Oh, politics. Politics. What do you think?
Hillary.
Oh, shut the.
Ew. Oh my God, I could hear that.
Oh, thanks. What do you think is going to happen with the Supreme Court with ruling on gay marriage?
I really want to know how the dog's ball just rolled back down the hallway towards her.
Maybe the cat. What do you think the Supreme Court will? What do you think the Supreme Court should do, and what do you think the Supreme Court
It's
will
already legal in so many states. It's like, I don't know. I heard somebody on the radio the other day comparing it to Roe versus Wade.
do? Well, yeah, I think in a legal sense, yeah. I'm not saying abortion and gay marriage has anything to do with each other.
No, but in a legal
well,
way,
if you do one, you don't
it
have to do the
was-
other.
Because it basically took it away from the states to decide.
That's I think where the hang-up's going to be in the Supreme Court, because you're
It's so trivial though. There's so many other problems.
well, that's it, and the thing is, if it was me, I'd just like, okay, gay marriage should be legal. It's fine if go right ahead. Go right ahead. Who cares? I don't care. Stuff like that doesn't affect me.
We don't like you.
You know? Abortion doesn't affect me anymore. And I got the scar to prove that I survived it. See that? That's
You
what
do
that is.
shut up.
See, it's right there. See that?
Dodge the hanger.
Dodge the coat hanger. See that? My mom was a child of the 70s. I was. She was a child of the 60s. So, and you see that vacuum mark in the back of the head right there?
There.
Oh, yeah.
It's a soft spot.
Yep.
That's why your head looks that way.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Everybody my age, their head's shaped the same way because it was like, okay, you'd lay your child on their back. You don't do that anymore. Everyone's head gets flat.
We don't need your excuses.
What are the neighbors doing? They're strange.
What neighbors?
I'm spying on the neighbors.
Across?
Yeah.
I saw them moving around in there before. They must have the lights on so I could like see them through the curtain.
They got a kid there. They don't have kids.
There's always a kid there.
They stole one. Is
Well,
that kid
I wanna
ever
know how to do
outside?
that. No, nobody's kids are ever outside, and I'm pretty sure there is a lot of kids living in here. There's at least 3 in that building.
You know what?
I know there's at least 2 in that building.
This might be another Cleveland case. Don't break that door down. I've been in here for 20 years.
That'd be next door.
Be famous. Be like that dude that got the free cheeseburgers for life from McDonald's.
Oh my God.
Whatever happened to him?
He's still eating his Big Macs.
Yeah, I was gonna go get a big. See, with me, I'm the suburban version of that guy. I'd be like, yeah, I was on my way to Spot Coffee. I'm gonna get free lattes for the rest of my life. Hell yeah. Americanos, Americano Cafe or Cafe Americano. Is that it?
Caramel macchiato sounds pretty good right now.
Yeah, but if I have one of those, I'm probably gonna crap my pants at 2:00 in the morning. Yeah. Go for a regular coffee right now.
Versus any other time of day?
You know what? Those middle of the night dumps are brutal because those have been cooking for a while. and you go and do that, it's like unleashing the hounds of hell.
I don't understand how you wake
It's like
up
Pompeii.
to have to shit.
It happens, and that's the worst
It has
because it's
happened to me
like
once ever in my life.
it happens at least once a week. Because sometimes you go to sleep and you're like, ah, man, I could hold off until the morning. This is really gonna make, 7:30 exciting. But then sometimes you just like, overshoot your your time, and 2:30 in the morning you wake up and you got freaking cramps like
I have
crazy.
a question.
And it's always bad because it is hot.
So we're going on vacation for a total of 6 days,
Yep.
and you don't like pooping in strange places.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
You're just gonna hold it.
I'm probably gonna weigh 20. I'm gonna probably put on about 20 pounds while I'm there.
I'm gonna sit on your stomach on day 4. I'm gonna
We'll
jump on it.
We'll see what happens.
So you
Yeah.
shart yourself again.
We'll see what happens. I've already told that
Keyword
story.
being again.
I've already told that story here.
I know.
Don't need to tell it again. You looking forward to the vacation?
I am. It's not even real to me. It's like these last 2 days off. Like I had 2 days off in a row. It's just not real.
Well, I found this lovely thing called Groupons.
It's not called Groupons.
You don't know that.
It's called Groupon.
I call it what I will. You call it what you will. And it's Groupons. And I got.
Well, and your Groupon is worth waking me up to tell me.
Let's capture this. Nobody told me everybody else was going to Baltimore. I did not wake you up.
You did.
You were already up.
No.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I think I've had this Groupons.
Well, yeah. Look how much money I saved.
Groupons.
How much money I saved? About
No,
60
you know what?
bucks.
Let me tell the story about how you discovered the Groupon.
Okay, the Groupons.
So
right,
I was
or don't say it
saying
at all.
how I had found a Groupon online.
This is the funniest thing I've seen in a while, though.
Anyways, Joe came into a little bit of money, not a lot of money. It's enough.
40 bucks.
Do an extra something. And he goes, oh yeah, we can go jetpacking when we get to California. I was like, jetpacking? Why would we go jetpacking? I don't want to go jetpacking. Well,
Yeah, we are.
if you listen to the Center Mass show
Mm-hmm.
on Sunday nights.
Yep, 9:30 is not the start time. I don't know why I said 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
If you listen to that,
7:30 Pacific.
There's another co-host named Rob, and
The co-host.
Joe does anything Rob does.
Oh.
He wants to do everything.
No, I
Rob
floated.
does.
No, I floated. Then he floated.
And he wants to be Rob.
No,
basically.
I don't.
Yes, he does. He's your idol, and if you could yell his name during certain events, you probably would.
I do.
Anyways,
Look,
Rob went jetpacking.
I want to do
Therefore,
Oh, okay.
Joe
Hold on.
thinks that
Okay.
you can just
Hold
go
on.
jetpacking
Yes, you can.
anytime you want with a Groupon.
Yeah, you can.
And I said, hey, that's not how they work. They aren't always around. Some of them are limited time. What?
Garbage.
No, I wanted to go jetpacking with the Groupon.
Yeah, I am going to go jetpacking with the Groupon. Hold on
You
a
said
second.
it wrong.
Groupons. Now here's the thing. Hoverboards. If hoverboards were real, as in like, Back to the Future Part 2,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a online coupon for it, would you go even if your friend already did that before you? Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't make it like, oh well, Rob got to go jetpacking. We got to go jetpacking.
It's a selling point. So it's for the show.
But I don't love Rob. I love you.
You love me, right? So
Yeah.
Come on, spray you in the face. Then you should support me because it's for the show. Because then Rob
I have
and I
supported you. I went to your GoFundMe and funded you.
Oh yeah. Yep. I don't know the link. I have it though somewhere. I'll put it out there. Actually, I'll put the GoFundMe right now because I have an idea for a movie, and
It involves him and Rob.
movies don't make themselves, folks. But thank you for for giving. Thank you for giving me money in my GoFundMe.
I took it out of your tip jar.
I know it's my money anyway. So far, I've had a priest and my girlfriend donate to me. That's if you go to GoFundMe.
Somebody's watching.
I know.
Who is it?
I don't know. If you go to GoFundMe, gofundme.com/veteran film, you can donate to my cause. I only need $9,997 more dollars to make my movie a reality.
97.
I said $9,975.
No, you did not. Somebody please back me up on this.
I meant $9,975.
I'm really glad it's recorded because
I have a GoFundMe, and no, you can GoFundMe, but you could go, let's change that F word in there.
Go F you?
Yeah.
I don't want to. Not really in the mood.
All right then. Rob would, because we're gonna go jetpacking. You know what? You're
Rob,
not
do
going jetpacking.
Just you and Rob are gonna go.
Rob and I.
That's good. You guys have a little romantic picnic afterwards, and I'm gonna go.
Well, I
do
already have
way more cool things.
I have a Groupon for that.
I'm gonna touch whales. Wieners.
You could do that
and
in Wisconsin.
dolphins.
You could go to Wisconsin and touch whales. Go to any supper club on a Friday night.
I used to go to supper clubs. What are you trying to say about me?
You're not a big fat chick.
Oh, really? Because I'm from Wisconsin. I used to go to supper clubs.
Well, you're from the Chicago part of
It's not Chicago.
Wisconsin. You are. If it wasn't for Chicago, there'd be no Milwaukee.
It's Milwaukee.
There'd be no Kenosha.
Kenosha.
Or what's the other one down there?
Racine.
Racine. What's the other one? Germantown?
Germantown is where Grandma lives, and that's north of Milwaukee.
That whole area. That whole swath is because of Chicago.
No.
Without New York City, there'd be no need for Northern Jersey. Sorry, Hoboken, Jersey City, Newark. No need for any of that stuff. See, now that's you're a dip.
It's just water.
Yeah, with the electronics everywhere. You're absolutely ridiculous.
I am very excited for our vacation, though. And
I am looking
next
forward
time we
to
go on vacation,
wine and the cheese platter with the cheese and the salami and the different spreads and vegetables and olives.
Spread them.
With
That's
a
what
couple,
they're gonna say.
With a couple bottles of wine.
They're gonna say, "Okay, this table over here, you guys spread them, and then we'll take it to that table."
I don't think Rob drinks.
4 different spreads.
And you don't really like wine.
I don't like wine.
And I don't know if his other half really likes wine, so it might just be me and 2 bottles of wine and cheese.
Yeah, just like every other day.
Hell yeah. What are you saying? I wish I could afford to drink 2 bottles of wine and eat cheese every day.
Arbor Mist. Then you could.
I said wine.
Arbor Mist with craft singles.
Ghetto ass alcoholic Kool-Aid right there.
No, that's Seagram's.
Then my mom used to drink Seagram's.
My dad drinks those. Don't make fun of him. He's a manly man.
Your dad drinks Seagram's?
Yes, he likes it.
Oh, Mr. Badass, I'll clear a whole field in a half hour with my bare hands.
He also likes Miller 64.
Well, that's
gotta
okay.
Watch his carbs.
Yeah, that I could understand. He's older. He's a middle-aged man.
No, he loves the wine coolers.
Wine coolers make you feel like a real alcoholic because you could slam like 5 of those in 15 minutes.
But he is the furthest thing from. He just likes them. He likes wine. He likes Seagram's. He told me. What was that other thing he was saying that he had tried when he was out by us? It was a type
Bartles
of
and James?
No, it was a type of
Boone's?
vodka, I think.
Skinny Girl?
Yeah, I think he told me he had like this blueberry vodka or something. He's like, "Oh man, you gotta try that blueberry vodka."
Flavored vodkas aren't bad if the flavors aren't stupid. Like the citrus vodka is okay. You know, like the citron.
Lemon drop.
Yeah, something like that. If it complements the drink. I had a Loganberry vodka. a couple
you
weeks ago at
serious?
work. They have it at work. It's really good. It's made here. There's a vodka company here.
Why couldn't you just mix vodka with Loganberry?
Well, you can mix vodka with anything. I'm sure people have mixed
Oh, that'd be so gross.
Aunt Rose's. We have both.
I know it's this Loganberry's disgusting.
Go make me a drink, woman.
You talk to me like that again.
What? Your dad's gonna put down
And-
his wine cooler and beat me up?
I'm calling your mother.
Good. Can you get a hold of her? Nobody else can. My mom's MIA right now.
So if anybody has seen her, please call.
The local SPCA.
You are so glad she does not have internet. She would hate you. She would hate me.
If she remembers,
She loves me, but she would hate me if she knew
Oh, don't
that
worry.
I condoned what you
Just-
say about her.
Just give it time. Give it time. Give it time. You will be in that category. You were last year. She wanted.
barely, just
she
barely.
did want to chop body parts off.
Just barely in that category last year, though.
Because I saved you. She did want to chop your head off, though.
Don't you want to chop everybody's heads off?
She's like the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. Off with his head.
Oh, that was perfect.
Yeah. You know what else would be perfect? You gonna make me one for real?
No, I'm gonna get a towel to wipe up the water that looks like a wiener.
Oh shit! Can you turn that? Yeah. Can you do that? I'll let you know.
So that people can see my beautiful
Not.
face.
Okay. Hold on here. Okay, that's good. No, just two.
Or do you want this one?
No. Turn the middle one off and turn the top one on. No, reverse it. The middle one. I'm looking at the glares. Okay, that's good. It was certain ones were glaring in here. That's why. So, anyway, now that I got my show back to me, what I will do is put a pause on this show for a second, and you can listen to our wonderful sponsor. See how it's singular, not plural? All right. If you want to sponsor this fine show, email me at jstojek@tactical16.com. That's JSTOJEK@tactical16.com. All right. And what you do is you give me money and I play your commercial for you. All right. Fair trade. Fair deal. Sounds great. All right.
If you or someone you know is looking for a new job or career, you need to visit the pros. National Career Fairs at ncfairs.com. National Career Fairs hosts over 300 career fairs a year nationwide. The events are free and give you the perfect chance to meet some of the top employers in your area face-to-face. To find the nearest career fair to you, visit ncfairs.com. Again, that's ncfairs.com. What are you waiting for?
Hi, this is Silent J. No,
And this
what?
is-
What? No. That is not Silent J. I am Silent J. And we're back, everybody. Hi, I'm Silent J. Double fist and alcohol. I'm going to try, that vodka and the Loganberry vodka we have at work is it's not like this. It's good though. They also have, you could try it Friday. They have like an
I don't want to try it.
hold on. Can I finish? They have like an espresso dark chocolate vodka. Tried a shot of that one night.
It's
Customer
been
bought
around
it.
for a while.
This one's local. It's got more of a chocolate taste than that Pinnacle crap. This one's locally made. I forgot the name of the distiller, but it was actually that was good. It's like $5 a shot, and some drunk guy and his girlfriend bought me 2 shots. Like this one, those a-hole customers came in, and if you want to buy me a $5 shot, that's fine. Usually, if someone buys me a shot, which isn't too often, like the last time I worked, I didn't drink at all on the shift, nor would I have wanted to. I don't want to do a shot at like 12:30 in the afternoon.
Why don't you like pretend? Like sometimes they say, and whatever for you, just
Mhm.
pour water in it, but then charge them still.
No, there are times what I have done is if somebody buys me a shot and I just don't want, I'll have like 2 or 3 during the shift. Um, 2's fine, 3 whatever. But other than that, I don't want to drink while I'm working, just because now you're gonna melt that damn microphone with your stank ass dragon breath.
You don't worry about that.
I'm gonna name the microphone Halitosis Hell.
Well, since I don't have a stand,
I don't have a stand. Well, oh, I do. Never mind. I have a boom stick. I do.
your stick there's no boom about your stick.
It's past its prime. Let's try this now. Did you put all that vodka in there? Like
It was 1 shot.
That's what I was gonna say. It was only like a shot.
I measured it.
You can't even taste it. Did you even put the vodka in there?
Yeah.
Did you forget? Did you measure it and put it in another cup?
Unless when somebody else was over, they switched the vodka with water.
I'm telling you, try it.
Kind of smell it.
Where? I don't taste it at all.
Wow, that's dangerous.
That is fucking yummy.
That's really dangerous.
This is like a man.
It's the good vodka though too. It's Kettle One. It's not like it's fucking Smirnoff.
That's not that bad. There's worse. Trust me. There's military
Svedka.
That stuff's bad. Titoff is good. Fleischmann's. Finlandia.
Fleischmann's horrible.
I tell you, vodkas I don't really particularly care for. I used to, but if I was to drink a mixed drink, like a vodka cocktail, I'm either gonna have Kettle One, Titov, or what's the other one? Belvedere. Belvedere's good. It's Polish. It's really good. Finlandia, I think, is the worst vodka ever. That stuff smells like what do you call? What's her name? Betty Ford.
Smells like a woman.
Smells like Betty Ford. She's the one that started the clinic because she was a drunk. That stuff just does not taste good. Doesn't smell good. Anything like that. Anyway, enough of vodka. I think I'm going to talk about the drink of the week. Which I'm not going to make. I think the drink of the week for me is Sunday. During the show, I indulged myself and had a dry martini. Gin. I don't know. Vermouth. The dry vermouth. Not the sweet, but the dry vermouth. And it was stirred. I did not shake it.
It was
So I
probably
couldn't-
in the freezer so that when I tried to eat it, it'd be too hard to eat.
because I couldn't use the James Bond. I couldn't use it. Wasn't shaken, not stirred. It was stirred, not shaken. With 2 olives and just a little bit of olive juice in it. And I added
Why didn't you put your pickle juice in it that you insisted on saving?
because I don't want that for a martini. I do not want a pickled martini. And then I added just a little drop of lemon juice because I just like that. I like that sour dry taste. That's like for gin, that's like the gin version of a Manhattan, so to speak. It's an acquired taste, but it's good. And damn, you're classy when you have either a Manhattan or a martini. Not one of those chick martinis. Those
Any man drinking a drink out of a martini glass does not look classy.
the hell it doesn't. You ever watch James Bond, you
He
foolish
looks
woman?
girly.
He does not. Shoot you.
James Bond is different
How is he different?
because he's BA and he's hot.
What the fuck am I? I'm BA because I spread democracy to the Middle East.
How'd that work out for you?
Just fine. Thank you. I should have went and spread it in Baltimore. Can you not eat that?
Why?
Because you're like slavering. Look, you got a chunk of saliva at the corner. It just sounds gross. You know, I didn't watch Monday Night Raw for the wrestling show.
Okay.
Shoot. I didn't do that. Oh, that's the thing.
You want me to wrap up the show for you?
No. Wrap up the show. As soon as you started talking, I should have wrapped it up. At 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that would be 60 minutes from now. Military Press Wrestling, the Military Press Wrestling show, live and in your house. In your house.
70 minutes from now.
What did I say?
60. Is this why you had such a hard time on your math math test?
Fuck that lady. Not really. My stupid math. She never even posted the grade. She was supposed to
That
post it
bad?
last night.
Is that bad?
I took a math test yesterday on what ratios and
Permutations.
and
Factorials.
and what was the other one? Combinations. And I got a combined score of shit on it. I studied the night before. It was good, right? It was
Yeah.
good.
And then you forgot it all once you woke up.
I woke up. I kind of stressed out. I went over some stuff. You know what the problem was? She wouldn't let me use notes because I had notes already.
Does she ever?
No, but you know, you should make an exception.
You're right. Play the veteran card.
I'm about to. You know what? I have PTSD. You never gave me my person to take notes for me. Because I could get that.
Oh my God. When do you get that?
Yes.
When do you get it for taking notes for those other people?
Oh, it probably will
Before
be.
vacation?
It'll be. I think it'll be when we come back.
Oh,
That was $100 right there.
man.
I was a note taker for somebody. That that just needs assistance. With organized note taking, I guess you could say. And I get $100, and that would be nice to have right before vacation, just an extra $100. You know, and it could be
Would be.
luggage there to go there. You know,
I also want to know for the listening audience, who pays to check their baggage?
I do. Only assholes try to fit a suitcase in the overhead compartment.
No, you know what though? You feel like that asshole that you paid for your baggage when you see a freaking family of 4
No,
with 4 suitcases putting them on the plane. It's like, really? I could have done that. Instead, I tried to cram everything into a little duffel bag so I didn't have to pay baggage.
yeah,
That's so dumb. Paying for baggage is stupid.
well, it is stupid, but you know what?
You have that space on the plane to put it there anyways.
No,
No, they had to make an extra attachment to the plane.
yeah, that's why they need the money.
You're lying.
How many times have you flown?
Why did they never charge before?
Because they need extra space because people are getting fat, so they need to make bigger compartments.
The people don't go down there.
Yeah, they do. That guy where they had to turn back and they
Well,
started
that
to
was
fly
like some skinny, Indian.
from Seattle. There's no Indians in Seattle left.
Well, he looked like he didn't eat.
Oh, you saw a picture of him? I didn't see him.
It was a child.
No, it wasn't.
Like,
It was
he
a
wasn't like 4.
it was a baggage handler.
What about the guy that snuck and hid in the compartment?
No, that was in
And
the wheel.
flew?
That was the
Yeah, in
wheel well. Yeah, that was a kid. Did you hear about the other one? Where was it? Where they opened the landing gear and he fell out. There was a kid that teenager fell out.
When was this?
Maybe a year or two ago, a couple years ago. There was some guy or so walked outside and just saw this mess of a human being on the ground. And
How did they know that he came from the plane?
hold on, they scooped him up, and he was dead. Basically, every bone was broken in his body, and they're like, just how does this happen? The authorities were like, and he was from like Boston, going to Miami, or he was from Miami going to Boston or something like that. And they're like, how the hell does a teenager from Miami end up like on somebody's lawn in Boston, flat as a pancake? And what they realized was that there was a flight, whatever specific time it was. And they're like, they put 2 and 2 together. Like, that's the plane he was on. How'd he fall out? And I guess they did some forensic investigation, and they found his fingerprints on the wheel well of a plane. So they open up the wheel well, and this poor bastard falls out. They think what had happened was that he passed out from lack of oxygen or froze up in the wheel well while they were flying. And they don't. I think I'm trying to remember. I think they said he didn't feel a thing falling, whatever, on descent.
Yes, he did.
20,000
he felt
feet?
his stomach going up into his throat like you're on a roller coaster.
Could you imagine what his eyeballs look like? Somebody falling like, say, 20,000 feet.
I don't know.
I think just pop out.
Do they?
I don't know. I would
Then how
think.
would you skydive?
I would think something would pop out. No, I mean from the impact.
You think he pooped himself on the way down?
If he was dead, no. Well, if he was dead, yeah, he probably was already pooping. How long does it take for you to
Rigor mortis?
for your body to poop after you die?
Well, the only time I did after death cares, I squeezed everything out of them on purpose.
So you milked them?
Oh my god, it is like you push down on their stomach and just basically drain all fluids out of their body.
That is disgusting.
It's alright. It's kind of cool.
No, that's not cool.
It was kind of cool.
No, it's not kind of cool. Like, look, I'm gonna
But
squeeze
now
on
that
this.
I think about it, it just comes out of all orifices like south of the hip. Just
So he's got poop coming out of the pee hole.
not even poop.
What is it? Like undigested food?
I don't even know. It's disgusting. That's what it is.
That is disgusting. I don't want to be. I would never want to find somebody. I would never want to find a dead body because
No.
there's poop not far behind.
What about one that drowned? They're all bloated.
That's disgusting. I've seen.
What if there was some dude laying on the beach in California when we're there and he's dead, bloated, washed up on shore? You think it's a whale, but it's not.
See, that's why I don't go in the water.
And then you're walking, but you don't see him, and you trip, and then you land flat on his big old stomach, and it's just like.
Are you walking through a bog? How do you not see a fat, bloated, dead guy on the beach?
He was a little bit covered in sand.
On the surf, right? Where the water comes in? Because he wouldn't be covered.
It was
with
during
sand.
low tide. It was at night.
I am definitely not walking on the beach at night.
What? Why not?
Crabs and shit coming out.
Oh my god! I mean, we can see them during their mating season. Did you know
That's a different.
Did you know that? I don't remember where it is. Maine,
Maltese?
maybe.
The island of Maltese?
No, not Maine.
Yeah.
Maryland. Something about some sort of salamander, like salamander road crossing mating thing.
You talking about the crabs? Is it Maltese
Okay,
Island?
no, I'm talking about salamanders.
Okay, but we're gonna be in California.
I know this is just
There's no more salamanders left in Maryland. Somebody
Why?
stole them all.
You're a liar.
Baltimore, Maryland.
Uh,
What did you get in the riots? I got toilet paper and salamanders,
yeah, they were all in heat trying to cross the road, and I just scooped them all up.
and I wiped my ass with the wrong one.
But no, this was a real thing. I heard it on NPR because they're like, listen to NPR.
So just because you heard it on NPR must mean it's true.
Yeah.
Did you listen to the whole show?
Yes.
The whole effing show?
No, not the whole. I listened to that part. It was here and now.
What about if there's a part 2?
There wasn't. It was about this woman who saves the salamanders that are crossing the road because otherwise, if you cross the road and or if you're driving down the road and there's nobody saving the salamanders, you could kill like 10,000 salamanders.
What? Say that word again.
Salamanders.
Did you just have a stroke? Salamander.
They're spotted ones. Spotted salamanders. And people, they pick them up with their hands and take them across the road and then set them down again.
I wouldn't. You know what I would do?
No,
I would
this
turn
woman,
them
she like hires people to do
45 degrees. I would turn them all. Let's play chicken. You slimy bitch. I've said that multiple times throughout the last decade of my life. That was a nice joke.
it.
How's my drink?
It's good.
That's nice. So what?
Is anybody even listening tonight?
Yeah. There's people that listen on the it's on this.
Oh.
So I don't care about that. I really don't care. It's better than staring at a blank screen. Trust me.
What if it's the Pope?
The Pope is not listening to this show.
You don't know. He's very open to other ideas these days.
You know what? The Pope would learn a lot from me if he was to sit down and talk with me. I think
What if the Pope was gay?
the last one was.
Oh yeah, true. What if this one actually came out?
He's not gay though.
Is he
The
married?
last one definitely
Is he
was.
married?
You're a jackass. The last Pope, he definitely was. He was an evil looking kind of. Not saying gays are evil,
I like the new Pope.
but he was an evil looking type of.
He
he
says
wasn't
some
even
funny
gay.
stuff that, like, no shit. Like, how come none of these politicians can think of
So
this?
so this Pope's funny. What does he tell? So 2 Jews walked into the bar. They owned it. Is that what he says? Stuff like that. Does he tell like religion jokes?
Yeah, and I'm wondering why politicians can't just tell them.
Religion jokes? I don't want my politicians joking about religion.
Separation of church and state.
You know what?
No more Christmas trees.
Yeah, I'm all for
Only
that.
holiday trees.
No more Christmas trees is fine with me.
Yeah. Get rid of that one down in Rockefeller.
Get rid of Christmas trees and ornaments.
Get rid of Christmas.
No, keep Christmas. Just get rid of the stupid stuff that you
You're
have to buy.
a Scrooge.
Hey, no, I'm not. It's dumb. I'm gonna chop a tree's head off and put it in my living room and decorate it for a little while.
You know, there's only 8 more months until Christmas.
And you know what? There's only 8 more months and an extra day until it's over with. It's like the biggest lead up to disappointment. It's like,
I love decorating for Christmas.
no, that's the dumb part of it.
Why?
Why?
You don't even have to do anything.
I have to look at it.
Oh, stop it. You like it.
I don't.
You do.
I really don't.
Good. We're not decorating then this year. No tree, no nothing.
Great. You know what? You could take that
At
money
all.
that you're saving and you could buy
How
more
am I
presents.
saving money when I already have everything?
I threw a tote away.
No, you didn't.
It was the red tote with the green lid.
Oh, good. That was all your grandma's stuff.
She don't need it. She don't need it. Decorate her. That's what I'll do. Decorate her.
Well, the box is green.
Put little ornaments, little tinsel on the box. My grandma's in the closet, so
We keep telling her it's all right to come out. It's socially accepted now.
I wonder if my grandmother was alive today. My My grandma on my mom's side, if she was alive today, because she's been gone for it'll be 11 years this summer.
I was totally gonna
No.
guess that.
It'll be 12 years this summer. Holy shoot. Yeah, it'll be 12 years this summer. This July, this coming July. So 1, 2, 3 months. Things, my, how things have changed over the last, dozen years. Like when she passed away, the internet wasn't as big as it was now. Her favorite show on TV was the Bernie Mac show. She said that effing was funny. No, she didn't. My grandma was not racist. She loved the Bernie Mac show, and she liked watching the Dean Martin infomercial on the roast.
I love that one. I used to watch that one with the old ladies I'd watch all the time. You don't even need to buy.
Golden Girls?
You don't even need to buy
She
the
had
Dean Martin
one.
roast because
She
of the
had-
fact
She
you
had,
could watch that thing for hours.
She had the VHS tape.
I used to watch it all the time with the old ladies.
They're old.
No, I'm saying with the old ladies I used to take care of.
The Golden Girls? Oh.
Oh my god.
I thought. Well, why don't you specify? See,
I did.
This
You
is
didn't
how we
listen.
argue.
You
I
didn't
used to watch the
listen.
one with the old ladies. I used to watch the one with the old ladies. I used to watch the one with the old ladies. Okay, now I'm under the impression that Dean Martin had a special episode with just old ladies.
I'm under
This
the
is how-
impression that you don't listen.
No, this is how we argue. You want to roll back that beautiful bean footage
Bean footage.
from a commercial.
You wanna? We'll listen to this after, and I'll show you.
I'm
that.
gonna play it right now, so the whole listening audience can hear.
Okay, please do.
It's recording right now, but I will.
Hmm.
You said I like to watch the one with the old ladies.
I said, "Oh my god, I used to watch it all the time with the old ladies I'd watch."
You said that at like the fourth time.
I said at the very beginning, the first thing I said.
You can't say I'm deaf because these headphones are turned up.
Yes, you just don't listen.
No, that's you.
Mm.
Oh, like here. Hey, can you make me
You know what? I'm so glad this is being recorded. so
reported?
that
It's gonna be reported.
It's gonna be after I beat the crap out of you.
Yeah. Good luck with that one.
But now, actually, we
I'm
should
gonna-
just record everything
I'm
so
gonna
that
go-
I have
I'm gonna go stab your
documentation
tire.
about how you don't listen, and then you have documentation of conversations we supposedly have that I don't remember a single thing of,
What?
like the Charles Manson television show.
Yeah. Okay. There's what's that show called?
Aquarius or something like that.
Yeah, the Age of Aquarius. Well, anyway, the show called Aquarius is based whatever. It's got Charles Manson in it. Last night, what was your reaction?
Oh my god, did you see that?
Yeah, and you know what your reaction was 2 weeks ago when you saw it? Oh my god, did you see that? Charles Manson's in a movie in a show. Well, a show with the character of Charles Manson in it.
I do not remember that.
So, that's why as soon as you said it, I started laughing.
And you said,
You're stupid. Oh no, I was thinking that. I didn't say that.
you basically did.
No, I didn't. I said you remember
It's like
saying
50
that.
first dates
Oh yeah.
all over.
No, I said it's like 50 first dates for retards. That's what I said. Don't misquote me when I'm
Sorry.
being mean. I know exactly what I
And
said.
then every time he's mean, he comes, oh, I'm just kidding, babe. I love you. No,
I
get
just have
away
to
from me."
reassure you.
Yeah. mhm. Every time you're mean, you do that. Every time you're mean,
You-
you try to make up for it.
No,
Instantly, instantaneous. It's not even a millisecond goes by, and you're like, ooh.
because you got a frail psyche.
It's because my mom.
Oh yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Al-Anon worked for me. But here's the thing: when you're mean to me, you do not apologize
Because I mean on purpose.
at all.
Because I'm not trying to be nice.
Even in joking, like your evil jest.
Because you know I'm kidding. I feel I don't need to.
Do I?
Oh, who is a fragile psyche now?
I have PTSD.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got
One of these days, I'm going to use it
PTSD.
as an excuse, and I'm going to blast you full force in the head with a pillow while you're sleeping and just yell pillow fight and then jump on the bed. And when you get up, I'm going to get you with the pillow again. PTSD pillow fight. What is that? The dog's right there.
I know. What is she? What's that noise?
I don't know. You want to see? Check. He's chewing on something.
I'm scared.
Yeah, whatever. We got 6 minutes left. Since I'm doing 2 shows.
Senator Bernie Sanders is running for president.
The communist from Vermont?
Yes, sir.
He-
Promising
He
to
talks
fight.
like this. I am Senator Bernie Sanders from Vermont, and I want you to suck me. That's how he sounds.
Play a video. Play a clip of him.
I am
Promising-
Bernie Sanders. I know what I promised.
Why don't you read the first paragraph in that voice? Because that's what he's doing.
He looks like
He looks like he talks like that.
he does.
Promising to fight what he deems obscene levels of income disparity and a campaign finance system that is a real disgrace. Independent Vermont Senator, me, Bernie Sanders, said Wednesday, I will run for president as a Democrat.
Wait a second. He's an independent and he's running as a Democrat.
In an interview with the Associated Press, Sanders confirmed his plans to formally join the race Thursday. The self-described Democratic Socialist enters the race as a robust liberal alternative to Hillary rotten-ass Clinton, and he pledges to do more than simply raise progressive issues or nudge the former Secretary of State to the left in a campaign in which she is heavily favored to finally admit she stands up at urinals and she could pee and write her name in the snow.
I wish it could be endorsed by him. That'd be awesome.
People should not underestimate me, Sanders said. I've
Yes,
run
you.
outside of two-party system, defeating Democrats and Republicans, taking on big money candidates, and you know, I like penis. I like the message that has resonated in Vermont and a message that can resonate all over this fine country.
Wait a second. If he's the champion of running outside the two-party system, why is he running in one of those two parties?
Because you have to for the presidency.
Ralph Nader didn't.
Did he win?
No, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
He's the reason why we wear seatbelts, though. Let me finish this in the Bernie Sanders voice.
Okay.
As he is for months in prospective campaign stops in the early voting states and throughout his political career, the former mayor of Burlington, Vermont, on Wednesday assailed an economic system that has developed over the past 40 years and eradicated the nation's middle class.
Where did they
go?
Where did they go?
This is a rigged economy which works for the rich and the powerful and is not working for ordinary Americans. You know, the ones that riot. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We don't have any of those in Vermont. That's why.
Does it say that?
That it does too. Didn't you see that
I
right
said
there?
because that'd be hilarious.
Bernie Sanders says this is official. Bernie Sanders says
There are no schwoogies in the state of Vermont. This country just does not belong to a handful of billionaires. The son of an immigrant from Poland who sold paint for a living in Brooklyn, Sanders has for decades championed working class Americans.
wait a second. If he's from Poland, how the hell is his last name Sanders? There's not a single Polish guy named Bernie Sanders.
Because his daddy's name is Colonel Sanders.
This motherfucker's a liar.
His mama was
He
a
lost.
whore.
I lost several statewide races in the 70s before I was elected mayor of Burlington in 1981 with the campaign slogan, if you're not on your knees, don't be in front of me. And he went on to represent Vermont in the U.S. House for 16 years before his election to the Senate in 2006. As independent in the Senate, he caucuses with Democrats in Washington, and he is likely to attract some interest from voters who has unsuccessfully sought to draft Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren to join the race. But Sanders rejects the idea. His appeal is limited to voters on the left and who like to cuckold, boldly predicting Wednesday that his message would appeal to both fellow independents and Republicans and cuckolders alike. I like a strong bull. Sanders said he would release specific proposals to raise taxes on wealthy Americans and corporations, as well as offer tuition-free education
Woohoo!
to the blind
Oh.
at all public colleges and universities. What we will do instead is get rid of Braille books. You're on your own if we're paying for it. Ah, that was a socialist joke. And the nation's banking industry, and is voting against the Keystone XL oil pipeline as a preview of his campaign. So to me, the question is, whose views come closer to representing the vast majority of working people in this country, Sanders said. And you know what? I think my views do. The 73-year-old Sanders starts his campaign as an undisputed underdog against Hillary Clinton. Sanders said he knows the former First Lady and Senator from New York and Secretary of State for more than two decades. I respect her. I like her. Her penis is bigger than mine, but I will beat her. That's what he said. End quote. Find a video of him.
I'm going
He
to
talks
now,
like
'cause
that.
that's hilarious.
I mean, he talks exactly like that. He peppers every conversation with the word cuckold and bull and penis size when referring to Hillary Clinton. It's true.
You're a liar.
Do you know for a fact I'm lying? Do you know that for a fact?
Yes.
No, you don't. You're just making a nasty assumption. You're hindering my ability to speak openly and honestly. You got to get one, Bernie Sanders. You got to get one when he's yelling and he's got spit flying out of the corner of his mouth. Or did I mix him up with Bernie Frank? That would be embarrassing. Yeah, find Bernie Sanders. Why don't you just go on YouTube? Oh,
I
you
am
are.
on YouTube, and your breath stank.
My breath stinks because you kissed me. I'm going to do next week's show in my Bernie Sanders voice. Yeah.
Will be the Democratic nominee for president in 2016, but there are some on her left that may give a challenge. One of those may be Senator Bernie Sanders from Vermont, who joins us now from Washington. So, Senator, I'm not going to debate you tonight. I just want to get your positions on the record. I might give you a little jazz, but primarily I just want to know what you think. So let's start with number one. You are a socialist. What does that mean?
What it means is that we have a lot to learn from democratic socialist governments that have existed in countries like Denmark, Sweden, Finland, Norway, where all people have health care as a right, where higher education is free, where they have strong child care.
They got us. I told you. See?
Oh, stop playing. We don't want the show to be. Stop it.
See? I told you I do a good Bernie Sanders impression.
That was pretty funny.
It was.
He looks younger in that video, though.
That was about 7 years ago. I was on the Botox then.
That was recently.
You don't know that. To me, it was 7 years ago.
I think Bill O'Reilly gets Botox. Dude, he's looking a little weird.
Bill O'Reilly tried to touch me in the shower with a loofah. He didn't have to. I was all for it. But anyway, we're going to get going here in a minute. What do you think the outcome of the Supreme Court ruling is going to be on gay marriage?
I haven't read on it. I have no idea. I hope it goes through.
Yeah, it's leaning. It looks like it's leaning towards not passing, just because I think the Supreme Court is hesitant on forcing states to do, this and this, whether it's good or bad. I don't know.
I'd like somebody to run for president as a communist.
I am planning to run as a communist. Hillary Clinton. She's running as a communist.
Right.
She is. Did you hear that somebody sent, I don't know, not her specifically, but one of her campaign offices, shitload of cigars, like sent a ton of cigars. Why? Because you didn't know about that with Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton?
there was something he would do with a cigar to Monica and then smoke them.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Finger popping with the Prez cigar style. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's what Bill Clinton, it came out that he was doing his best Harry Houdini with Monica Lewinsky's vagina and a cigar. And so somebody as a joke decided to send Hillary Clinton a ton of cigars. Like
Like Swisher Sweets or like
no,
the good shit?
real cigars. Like there was a countertop a little bigger than this. It was like stacked up to here. I mean, literally hundreds of cigars.
Hilarious.
I find it to be very funny. And Hillary hasn't been in the public eye since because she's sniffing each and every one to make sure that it wasn't Bill that accidentally sent them to her. So
Actually, I sent it. I, Bernie Sanders, socialist senator from the great state of Vermont, sent Hillary Clinton all of those cigars. And I stuck them somewhere. Those cigars are crappy. Ha ha. That was a prostate joke.
see, I should go on the road as Bernie Sanders, or if he's elected president, I'm going to ask Saturday Night Live if I could play President Bernie Sanders.
Well, you got the gray hairs like him.
Hmm.
Lack of facial hair.
We're both Polish.
Glasses.
Polish.
Mhm.
Vermont used to be part of New York a long time ago. That's until we realized that the only good thing about them is nothing.
There's syrup.
We have syrup too. Is that where Ben and Jerry's from, or is that New Hampshire? New Hampshire Farms. Is it Vermont or is it New Hampshire?
I don't know.
I think it's
I
Vermont.
think it's Vermont because I can't say the other one.
New Hampshire? New Hampshire? New Hampshire Farms. Anyway, we're going to get going. So I don't know, whatever. Maybe Baltimore will be back next week. I know I will. And I will actually be back in 39 minutes on vetsonmedia.com for the Military Press Wrestling Show with myself and Adam and Mike and possibly Tammy's baby boy, Brandon.
Tammy's baby boy.
Yep. Please don't do that. You're going to snap that wire. That's
Don't
how
tell me what to do.
I am. So yeah, with that being said, check out the Military Press Wrestling Show in 40 minutes from now on vetsonmedia.com. Also, check out my show Center Mass with Rob and Silent J on Sunday nights at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Pacific, and next week on Tactical 16 Radio with Silent J. I will be here 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Wednesday nights, and going to have a post-birthday celebration. So tune in though Sunday night to Center Mass with Robin Silent J. It's my birthday show, bitches.
Woo-hoo! 45 years old.
Yeah, close enough.
Sagging like it.
That's how you make me feel old. As I try to keep up with you. See?
Ooh, baby.
Don't touch me there.
I do not like when this girl next to me touches my penis, says Bernie Sanders.
But anyway, I will see you guys in a little bit on Military Press Wrestling. Until then, I don't have a sign out thing. Until then, I don't know.
You did your little meow.
Meow.